Morning children, welcome to sociology class. This is our last chapter of our syllabus, Indian sociologist. There are many sociologists, means Indian sociologists, who are known for their contribution in the field of sociology, like Radha Kamal Mukherjee, N.K. Bose, Iravati Karve, G.S. Ghurye and M.N. Srinivas. But according to the reduced syllabus, in this chapter we have to study only about N.K. Bose and Iravati Karve. So today we will be studying about N.K. Bose and his contribution in the form of Hindu method of tribal absorption. Let us discuss the life sketch of N.K. Bose. His full name is Nirmal Kumar Bose, who was a great scholar of anthropology and many other academic fields, a sincere field worker and a great nationalist, contributed to Indian sociology to develop it into a humane or a formal discipline. He was born at Kolkata in 1901. He had to travel with his parents, attending various schools. Finally, he graduated in geology from Presidency College of Kolkata. He had a varied character and career also. He taught anthropology for some time. He was the reader in human geography. He was a visiting professor at the University of California, Berkeley, and at the Department of Anthropology in the University of Chicago. He joined national movement under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, and above all, he was an extensive field worker to know about the culture and society of India. While describing and analyzing human society, N.K. Bose emphasized on caste and tribes, especially on caste and tribes. He traced the history of research on the castes and tribes of India. He found that initially historians and anthropologists of India began to construct ethnography for India as a whole. It means the scientific description of peoples and culture with their customs, habits, and mutual differences. Of late, they concentrated on history of the society of individual provinces. It was even found deficient and the focus shifted to the study of individual caste and tribes. Bose viewed caste as a way of organizing production and distribution, which can be compared to capitalism organizing production of a specific time and society. However, caste system different from capitalist system in certain respects. Entry into the progression was hereditary in the caste system. Caste denied freedom of enterprise, and as a system it was interlaced by reciprocal ties of duties and obligations. According to N.K. Bose, the persistence of the caste system could be attributed to the economic and cultural security provided by the non-competitive, hereditary, vocation-based productive organization operating in self-sufficient village community. While caste assured employment and social security, It simultaneously nourished inequality and divisionism in society. Within the caste system, different strata maintain distance and create restrictions on interstratum exchange. Thus, dominant caste always enjoyed superior position, limiting chances for improvement among the lower castes. Bose claimed that just as Hindu civilization had recognized jati or caste, it had also recognized jana or tribe, and both coexisted for long years in the history of India. According to him, Hindu society accommodated economic security and cultural autonomy to various groups. Along with this, Hindu society continued with the process of acculturation, absorbing tribes into its fold. Bose identified tribal and Brahminical trends fused or joined in Indian civilization and culture. Brahminical mode of social organization was more complex, much larger in scale, and had a technological base superior to the second. Marginal communities were attracted to Brahminical civilization because of its political power and technical efficiency of distributing rights, well equipped with obligations. He argued that Hindu society had built up a social organization on the basis of hereditary, monopolistic, non-competitive guilds and guaranteed monopoly in particular occupations to tribes who came within its fold. Tribal people living by the side of caste-driven Hindu villages generally follow the patterns of norms and practices prevailing in the village society. They try to take up occupations to interact with the villagers and aim at acculturation. In the process, tribes emerged as caste or sub-caste. This particular strategy of tribal absorption had two major implications for Indian society. First, the accommodation of impoverished tribes within the organization of caste-based society becomes easy, and second, this prevented possibility of attack by the tribes agitated by their condition in a lower rank of the wider society. Then Bose included process of acculturation is a part of the process of absorption of economically poorer section into the mainstream social organization. Bose advocated tribe absorption in Hindu society to integrate them with modern democratic social and economic structure. He wanted to establish that this process of integration was always present in social reality of the country. However, in the context of modern democratic nationhood, tribal people should be involved in variety of occupations and offered with more number of choices so that they can widen the sphere of society, extending caste organization. He believed in power of Hindu society to dominate Indian culture and to absorb all other cultures, especially marginal cultures, into the fold of Hindu social stream. So, this is all about the Hindu method of tribal absorption. In the next video, we'll be studying about the next Indian sociologist, Iravati Karve.